Hi guys, welcome back to Mount to Mount Projects. So this is a video of the finishing, the pre-plumbing before the filling is done. You see, this is a swamp area, so we had to add 2 coaches of block on top of the German floor. After the German floor, we added 2 coaches of block, you can see, so that it can be higher, the foundation can be higher. So you can see that's why the piping has not gone down lower than 2 coaches of block, because we are still going to do the filling. So now once the filling is done, it's going to balance, because we have to fill up to 2 coaches of block for future purposes. So this is how it looks outside, the plumbing before the filling is done and before everything is done. So you can see how high the foundation is. That is the main thing of building in swamp area. You have to be very careful. So this is the filling sand that is going to be used to fill inside of the flat for the 2 coaches that have been added. So you can see the 2 coaches is showing. Now the pipe is leveling up to how it's meant to be. So everything is step by step. After the filling is done, the tiling is going to be done also. Then for the sitting room, we are going to do another German floor before we do the tiling, so it can be strong and the tiles should not be cracking in future, because if we put the tiles on top of the filling sand, it won't be strong enough. So we can try it for the kitchen and the toilet, because it's not going to be taking any load and people are not going to be stepping too much on it. But for the sitting room and the room, the bed and TV stand and all those things that will be in the sitting room and the room is going to be loaded. So that's why we need to German floor it again before tiling it. So you just keep up with the video, you see how everything is being done. So you can see this is just the German floor and the 2 coaches have been added. So this is how it all starts before we start filling and making sure that the 2 coaches is being filled up to brim. Then it's going to be watered. Then after watering, it's going to be tiled. So because it needs to soak. So just keep up with the video, you get to see how everything is done. So you can see the filling is in progress. The toilet also has been filled up to the brim. So work is going on and it's all looking good. So this is for the back flat. Toilet flushing, the floor drain, everything is set and getting up to level. So this is the kitchen. You see the piping has been raised higher too. All this is because building in a swamp area is very stressful and you need to be very careful about it. So this is the back flat. The toilet is also being filled. So more filling sand needed. It's not easy to build. If you are building on the dry land, you don't need to spend all this amount of money filling after German flooring and all these things. So it's more expensive building in a swamp area, and it's because it's for future purposes. If you don't do it now, in future your house might sink and you'll be regretting a lot of things by then. So it's better to do it now than to wait later. So that's why all these have to be done. So you can see the filling is done and dusted, and now they're about to come and fix the door frame. So before the flooring is being done and everything, so the frames needs to be fixed. So you can see the bricklayer knows his job and he has fixed the frame already. So the kitchen, this is the door frame, then next is the kitchen frame. So they need to hold it together so everything stands firm and in future it doesn't remove. No door needs to be going bish back. So it has to be strong. So this is the back flat. We've done the kitchen sink ready, everything getting ready step by step, bit by bit. As I always say, construction job ain't easy. So we actually did this during the rainy season, so everywhere was flooded, and that is the advantages of having a high foundation. As the flooding was going on, the flooding entered into some people's houses that their foundation are not high. So it's better to do it once and for all than to regret later. So you can see that's how high the foundation is, and that's how the flooding can never come in. So you can see everything is getting ready. They already dressed the entrance, and toilet has been filled, ready for installation and tiling. So you can see the tiling has begun. So I called the tiler and he's doing the job nicely. The tiles have to be soaked first in water, then the cement and the sand mixed together. You can use sharp sand or plaster sand, either one is fine. So this is how the tiling is done. This is the new design, and this is the tiles for the master room. You can see already installed, looking beautiful. The work is ongoing. So this is the visitor's toilet. So Tyler is doing his job perfectly. So after fixing of the tiles need to be cleaned before the cement dries on it, so it will look good, and it will need to be chemically cleaned. So see, the wall tiles have been done. Now we left for the floor tiles. So everything looking good and nice. So this guy knows his job. So you have to employ a professional to do your job. Then see, everywhere is filled, and the wall ties for the master room is also done and ready. So this is how the finishing entails. Finishing is also not easy. It needs to be monitored. Now the kitchen also needs to be tiled. Work has started. So you see, this is how it looks when it starts looking dirty, but after it's been cleaned, it's going to be nice. So this is after the white cement have been put. Make sure that you monitor the worker also to put the white cement after the tiling, so water won't be penetrating into the tiles and pulling the tiles off in future. So these are things you need to make sure you know and you check out. So you see the kitchen also looking all clean and nice, and the white cement have been also put everywhere. So this is the flooding we experienced. So before the floor tiles can be done, the sand needs to be wet. The filling sand needs to be wet and watered, so it can sink in. The tiles wouldn't cave in future when it carries load. After the tiles have been done, or after the German floor has been done, it doesn't need to sink in. So it needs to soak. It needs to be soaked well, properly. So this is the storeroom I created from under the step. Everywhere has been filled, and everywhere is being soaked with water before the floor tiles can be done and the German floor can be done, because we have to do another layer of German floor. So just keep watching to the end of the video to see. So this is how it looks. The house is getting all set step by step. The wall tiles have been done, now left for the floor tiles. So this is how it looks after it's dried. You can see how strong it is now. It's looking so nice and strong now. Like once I'm walking on it, I feel like I'm walking on the ground now. So that's what the watering does, watering and rammering. So now you see, after the watering, the floor tiles ready. Another important fact about the floor tiles is it has to plumb in a way that it pours water into the floor drain. So you see, the German floor has been done for the sitting room and the room. Then the kitchen tiles have been fixed. The floor tiles and balcony for the kitchen balcony have been fixed. Remember, I told you it was going to be a German floor first for the room and the sitting room before we do the floor tiles. So the floor tiles of the master toilet also have been done. Everything looks ready. So in the next video, you are going to be seeing some finishing, like the tiling and the painting. So this is how it looks after being cleaned. See, kitchen ready, everything ready. The wash and basin looking all nice. The flooring looking good. Even like this, it's habitable. Someone can start living like this, but we need to do the standard up to living. So this is the toilet ready, the materials for installation already, the toilet seat and the wash and basin. So the next video you're going to be seeing how the finishing and everything looks. So this is how it looks now, and all good, looking all sweet. So this is how the finishing of the house is being done in a swamp area. We had to add 2 coaches of block, we had to fill it up, we had to do the watering, the filling, the watering, then the rammering, then the tiling, the flooring. So that's how we wrap it up. Make sure to like and share this video, subscribe. One love, guys.